Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I'm going to introduce what is a Microsoft Excel and how we can use Excel. Okay, so basically, Excel is an electronic spreadsheet that is what we can use to store the data or to organize the data to perform some kind of operations on the data. Definitely, we can clean the data, we can transform the data in Excel, and that is what we call transformation is nothing but a manipulation of data. In the Excel, we can store the data in table form. Table, you can understand, okay, it is very easy to understand the table. So data which is in rows and column format. Okay, so Excel allow users to store the data in table format. And insertion of, or sorry, not insertion, intersection of rows and column is called cell. Okay, so what is Excel file or how to open Excel file? So here in your system, if you search for Excel, okay, this kind of application you can see, you have to open that application. This window will open in front of you. So what you can do, first place you can save the Excel. Okay, uh, you can save this workbook with any name, and this entire Excel file is called workbook. Okay, worksheet is different. In one workbook we can have any number of worksheets. So like this, here you can see we can have any number of worksheets. There is no limit for this. Okay, so you can save this file. If you go and if you try to save this file somewhere, okay, in not in document, okay, in some other folder. So here you will see that some kind of file types. So Excel workbook has by default extension called .xlsx. Okay, if you want to save that workbook for macros, then you can use the second save as type, that is Excel macro enabled workbook. And for this, there is an extension called .xlsm. Okay, then one more file type in Excel you can see here, okay, that is Excel binary workbook. If you have a large data and if you want to reduce the file size, you can use this extension. This is what .xlsb extension that we use. Apart from this, you can save any Excel file as a comma separated file or PDF file. So these are the popular types in document or in saving file. So you can simply save this file as a text file also. Okay, then in front of you here you can see some window or any window, we I can say, okay, this window which has many options, right? This window, whatever I have highlighted, this window is called ribbon. Okay, so here you can see that it is called ribbon, Excel ribbon. And in the ribbon, you have all the options to work with data. You can format the data, you can manipulate the data. Definitely, you can summarize the data by using Excel formulas or any other Excel features. So there are lots of things that you can do with data in Excel. So inside ribbons, we have many tabs. First tab is that what something we can see. Home tab, insert tab, draw tab, okay, formulas, data, view, review. Okay, these are the types or different tabs in Excel, which has different options, okay, to perform something on data. So here in this video, I'm going to discuss about entire home tab, how we can use or how we can format the data from home tab, or what are the different available options in the home tab that we can use. Let's say you have a data, something called webcam in any of the cell. Okay, cell is something what I discussed, that where intersection of rows and column happens, that box, square box, we refer this as a cell. If we select multiple cells, then that multiple cells may be referred as a range in Excel. Okay. So what I wanted to tell you all these options here. You can see whatever the options you can see on the screen. I would like to explore everything in this video. Be stick to the webcam and do not forget to subscribe the webcam. Thank you. So next thing is, let's start with the content. Webcam, I would like to copy. So how to copy the data? Okay, you can press Ctrl C directly by clicking on any cell and press Ctrl C. You can copy. Either you can right click on that cell and you can copy from here. Okay, and one more way to copy, you can click on any cell or any range, and here is the option to copy. Once you copy, you can paste anywhere. You can right click and say paste. So here paste special, paste by values, and this is what a paste option. Then paste formulas. If you want to paste only formulas, you can select this. You can paste, if there is a link behind the text, then you can paste link only. These kinds of paste options are given in the Excel. Now, if you want to cut paste data, you can use this cut option and you can click anywhere where you have to paste. So you can right click and again use paste, but I would suggest to use the shortcut Control V is a shortcut for paste. Okay. Now there is something called format painter. So what is a format painter? Format painter is used to copy the format of cell. So let's say I have these kind of cells. What I will do some kind of alignment. I will talk on this alignment. Okay. And I will add background color to this. Definitely I can add background color, and I will change some text color. Now, again, this is not good color. Okay. This is what worked for me. So now we have text in another cell, and I want to copy this format into this cell where I will have another text. Okay, so here also I have a webcam. Okay, so I want copy this formatting to my this cell. So what I will do, I will simply go and select from where you have to copy the format. I will say format painter, and I will come back and click on the cell where data is to be formatted, right? And what it will do, it will change the format. Okay, but it will change the formatting options from this font, where it will change font color, background color, border, all those things will change, but it will not change row height and column width. Now next is, okay, this is what all about formatting. Now next, you have an option to select different types of font families. Font families are nothing but it is designed, some kind of text design. You can select how to show your text, how it should look on screen. So there are many options. You can select anything which you want. If I select Arial black, it will be automatically in bold. Okay. So there is something called font size. You can change the font size. Yes, if I increase the size, you can see on the screen that it is changing the size. Next option is, if you want to make the text bold, yes, you can bold, but by default, if there is not bold, okay, for the font family, default bold is not there, then you can bold. Okay, otherwise it will not work. So here you can click on B. So this will bold your text. If you want to have a italic text, you can click here. If you want underline below your text, yes, you can click. If you want double underline, you can use this drop down and select double underline. This is how it is going to work. If you want to add border to this cell, yes, you can add borders here. We have many options. If you want to add border to the top, border to the left, right, if you don't want border, if you want border from all side and outside border, you can select for only outer cells border, it will add outer border. If you want thick outer border, you can select options and you can review and do accordingly, okay, whatever border type you want. Next, if you want to fill any kind of color, okay, so you can fill the color in the cell. You can select the range and it will automatically fill the selected color, okay. If you want to change the text color, yes, definitely you can change. So here, if I go and if I change the color from here, that icon is showing font color, right? This is what fill color. Fill color is nothing but a background color of cell. Then we have an option for alignment. Definitely what I did, I would like to tell you here that so you can align the text if the size of cell is larger. So first one is showing for vertical alignment. Second below option is showing for horizontal alignment. So top, if you want text at the top side of your cell, you can select here top align. If you want text at middle align, so it will be at center, vertically center, and it will be at vertically bottom if you select this option, bottom align. If you want text to be aligned at right side, left side, or center, so you can select here left align, you can select here center, you can select here right align. It was already there. In some cases, if you want to add the indentation, yes, you can add the indentation by clicking here. So it will add some space before the text in the cell. If you want to rotate the text, you can rotate here. You can see the option for vertical text, so it will be vertically aligned. So this is how it is going to work, okay. So we may have another options, it depends. Next thing is what we can do. So we sometime you may have a text. Webcam provides, okay, provides training on data analysis. So this is what text I have, right? And if you want this text to be wrapped, okay, it should not go in the next column. So what you can do, you can select wrap text and wrap text, okay. So whatever you can see here in letters, that what called a column, whatever you can see here on the I mean represented by the numbers, okay, that is what something called rows, right? So this is very simple and table definition, so I thought I should not talk, okay, but for your information. So these are the row numbers, these are the column headers. And sometime you may have a longer text and you want that text to be in single cell, but you don't want to expand any of the cell. Then what you can do, you can definitely merge the cells and use the merge and center option. See here you have different options, merge across, merge cells, okay. This is what we did, merge and center we used, but merge cell is nothing but it will combine the cells. And if you want to unmerge, you can unmerge the cells here, okay, since it is aligned to the center, that's why it was showing like this. The next options we have, if you want to change the data type, definitely you can change. By default, Excel will keep general data type, okay, it will not pick appropriate data type, like I have entered the text, so it will say this is the text format and all. But yes, you have an option to change that into the text. So here you have to select the cell and you can change. If you try to convert text into the number, that will not work. Okay, that may work on another type of data. If you have a number, I will say 1,000 I have. If you want to convert this number into number format, yes, you can do that also. If you want number in text format, yes, that is also possible. This is how it works. If you want this number in the date format, you can convert number directly into the date format. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. Now next is, if you want a number in currency format, yes, you can use currency format, and here you have an option to select different currency symbols. So I don't want rupees, I want dollar, so I can change it to dollar from these options. So here, like this, you can format the data on Excel. If you want to view the data in percentage, yes, you can view. Here is the option. If you want to add 1,000 separator, you can click on this comma and it will add 1,000 separator like this. Okay. Next is, if you don't want to view the decimal places, you can add decimal places or remove decimal places by using these two options from number tab. After that, we have something called conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is nothing but, okay, you have to give the condition based on the column values, whatever the values you have in a column. Accordingly, these conditions will work. Okay, so let's say you have a data in number format, or let me open something else from my sheets. So let me pick this, right? And here I have a data in number format. Here I have a data in number format. Okay, and I want to highlight the data by based on some rules. So what I can do, I can highlight the data. Since this is a number data, we can say that greater than, less than, between, equal to, these kinds of options, conditions we can use on the data. So if I say numbers, if I would like to highlight the numbers which are greater than 1,000, so definitely I can say, or I can say 1,000 here. Okay, or I can say 10,000 here, any number, whatever number you will pass. Okay, let me add here conditional value as of 5,000. So that what it will do, it will highlight the values. Okay, after that you have a option to select what color it should use to highlight, yellow, green, light, or if you want to change the color of text, you can change the color of text also. This is how conditional formatting works. You can click OK, so it has highlighted my values which are above 5,000. So this is what you can do. Similarly, you can use for less than. You can try if you want to highlight the values between any numbers, like 1,000 to 5,000. If you want to view, yes, you can view. If you want to highlight the value that has exact value, based on exact value, suppose there is something called 1,000, and if you want to highlight, or if you want to put the condition so that it shows you values which is equal to 1,000, or it should highlight the values which is equal to 1,000, then you can use equal to. Suppose you have a text like home office, right? And if you want to highlight the cell based on this condition, the text that contains, suppose any text contain whatever the text we are going to mention. So I will say any text contain home, it should highlight in green, right? So here you can see that for home only it has highlighted. If I go here and if I add home, again it will highlight the cell. So this is how it is going to work. It is automatically, once you save the conditional formatting, you do not need to worry, or you do not need to reapply for the column or for the specified selected range. It works automatically. Okay, date occurring is, there is an option. If you want to view the duplicate values from column, yes, you can. If you want to check, okay, so since this is what a country, city, state. These are the duplicate columns, but I think postal code should not be duplicate. So if you want to view, or if you want to find out if is there any duplicate postal code in your data, your column, yes. So by clicking on this, you can see here that since all the sales highlighted or sale values highlighted in red color, that are duplicated. So this is how it works, conditional formatting. It has lots of options. Okay, you can explore one by one. Top 10 items. So if you have a number column, so what you can do, you can select top 10 items. Okay, and if you select, if you want top 10 items in a green, so it will, what it will do, it will sort the data in ascending order, and first 10 numbers will be highlighted. You can change that number. Instead of top 10, if you want top 5, yes, you can change top 6, you can do top 5, you can do top 1000, you can do, or any other option. So it depends. Okay, this is what highlighted in red. According to the conditional formatting, it will work. Okay, similarly, you can pick 10%, 20%, 50% from your data set. As we did for the top, we can do it for the bottom also. Bottom 10%, above average and below average conditions. What it will do, it will, okay, let me select this entire table and then apply the condition. So above average, how it is going to work. So what it will do, it will automatically, Excel will take the average value of that column, and whatever the values above the average value will be highlighted. If you want to view the data which are below, or which, if you want to view the values which are below the average, yes, you can select the below or bottom one option. That is what called below average. Next is, if you want to view the data in data bars, so you can select anything. Okay, this is what, there are two types of data bars. You can have gradient fill and solid fill. Solid fill is nothing but only single color will be there. But in gradient fill, you may found something like that. The color is changing. So here, green to white color is changing. Okay, based on, so highest number will be treated as 100%, and based on that, accordingly, other bars will be plotted as compared to highest value. This is how data bars works. If you want to use the color scale, you can use. Okay, and it depends. Okay, you can select entire column and you can use. So it will change, or for higher values, it use red color. For lower values, it may use green color. Yes, it is using a green color. So this is what you have many color sets. You can select anyone, which one you want. Then next is something called icons. If you want to add the icons based on values, so it will compare the values with a maximum value from that column, and accordingly it will add the arrows or icons, right? So next is, if you want to create a customized rule, you can go here, you can select all the options, whatever options you have, and once you select the options, it will perform the formatting accordingly. Okay, this is how conditional formatting works. I removed everything. If you want to mark this entire data as a table, so here you have an option. What you can do, you can select the data and you can click here on, go to format as a table and click on any of the format. It will consider, or it will convert that normal data into the table format. Okay, then you can design as you want from table design option, but we are here for home tab, so I will discuss home tab only. Okay, then if you want to say bad, or if you want to add style to the cells as a bad cell, good cell, or neutral cell, so these are the color codes you can use. Then I will say normal, it will come back to my original position. If you want to insert the cells in between, cells is nothing but rows and columns, so you can select column, and you can click on insert cell, so it will add columns. Okay, similarly it can add rows also. How many numbers of rows you have selected, it depends. Okay, but the numbers of rows are selected by what we can say that we have selected, suppose 10 numbers of rows, then and if you click on insert cells, so it will add new 10 rows. This is how it is going to work. Okay, this is what inserting. So if similarly, if you want to remove or if you want to delete, you can select the cells, not cells. Okay, you can select the columns or rows, and then you can click here for delete cells option. If you want to delete the entire sheet, yes, you can do from there also. If you go and if you select sheet, delete sheet rows, sheet columns, sheet entire sheet, so you can select, it will delete the entire sheet. Then few more formatting options are there. If you want to change the row height, so what it will do, you can see here. So the height of row will be changed. If you want to similarly change the column width, you can change. If you want to fit automatically, your Excel should fit the column and column height, column width and row height, then you can select auto row height or auto column width. Default, if you want to select default. If you want to hide any column, you can select that column and go to the format and click on hide and hide. Here you have an option to hide rows, hide columns, hide sheet, or once you hide it, you definitely need option to unhide that. So this is how we can format Excel. Then here you have some options for statistic operations or statistic functions. We can say that sum, average, count, number, max, mean. You can use these kinds of functions on your data set to get some value as per the requirement. Let's say here we have a filter, but if I don't want a filter, yes, I can go to the sort and filter. I can click. If you want to sort the data based on any of the column, yes, you can go here. You can select the column, and you can say that column A to Z. It will sort the data. It will sort the data as per your A to Z or Z to A accordingly. If you want to add multiple columns, you can use custom columns. Okay, so custom filter. Definitely you can use custom sorts. Here you can add many columns and conditions, how it should get filters. Okay, so this will work. If you want to jump to the any of the cell, you can use go to. If you want to replace the data, if you want to find the data, or if you want to search anything, you can go here, find and select. I want to jump to the any of the row or column, so I will say a 10,000, right? 10 not 10,000, 8,000. So what it will do, it will jump to the cell which is referred as 8,000. Okay, so this is how we have multiple options to do formatting in Excel. Then I talked about a worksheet. Yes, I told you worksheet. I told you workbook also. And it was a basic intro related to Microsoft Excel and home tab from Excel. I hope you like the content of this video. So do not forget to subscribe the web champ. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.